Yeah, buddy, if I was you, I might have to either A, like I said, go with the group and get there together or split off. I think it probably would be a good idea to sleep on it. That's not too bad of an idea. New intro? Okay. This is a nice song, man. I like this song. Yeah, that was a beautiful intro. Mid-season mid-season intro change, I see. What, that bag a little too heavy for you there? Oh no, she's cold. Stark's worried about his girl. Yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Always fun to do that. Always fun. Oh yeah, so you're gonna have to sleep on it, buddy. You got time to think about your decision. There's always it's blizzarding. The blizzard is blizzarding. 100%. There's always something with these guys, bro. Yeah, she's got a point. It is definitely a better spot to be at. Oh yeah, he definitely looks like the type to have some crazy spells. You know, she's all about her spells, grimoires, all that. Fire, cleanliness spells. It's funny how those are considered legendary spells to her, though. That's right. Got to stay active, stay warm. There's Frieren with the spells. Yep, yep. It's crazy how he learned that from crafts. Just to exercise to stay warm. Because Frieren's not good with that sort of stuff. Oh, yeah, that is true. And it's a priest job. The cold shoulder in all aspects. Saying, unlike me, you're good at heart, as a priest is crazy. Oh, wow. At least she realized that too. Hmm. You know, not to get too crazy on this, right? But Fern's got a big issue with being like explicit or inappropriate when it comes to like anything uh, intimate or that can be misconstrued as like, inappropriate. And then she makes a comment like that about, oh, the hand that he used to restrain me was so strong. I don't know if I'm reading too deep into this, but I hope that this isn't some deep seated issue that she has from some sort of, I'm just going to call it inappropriateness when she was, younger. Because I know she's an orphan, but I forget if Hader took care of her since she was a baby. Because if that's the case, then she's good. But yeah, very, I don't know, interesting. I could be overthinking that, but I just figured I'd throw that out there. Problem solved. They're being stubborn, bro. I don't know what you want. Mm, yeah, I can see that. I can see the parallels she draws there. That's a beautiful thing, man. That's fair enough. Damn, just like that, huh, brother? Wow. He's thinking about all the good times he had with them. Damn. 29 years after the death of Himmel the Hero in the Often Mountain Range located in the Northern Lands. Uh-oh, they're sick. 12 more hours? Oh, that's dope. That's nice. Well, that's convenient. You're embarrassing me. Come on, you're good. Oh, it's a turtle? Tortoise? Turtle. Oh man, that's beautiful. Oh, great. Oh, so that's where she really learned it from. Oh, this guy, bro. Yeah, please. Fire. they, they are big ass mushrooms. They're the size of Frieren. But like Himmel said, it ain't just children that need support. All right, let's go. Ooh, it's a new rendition of it too. Is this like an acoustic live version of this song? I like this. This is a very interesting style of outro, like art style, I mean. Very cool. All right, guys. So that was my reaction. If you made it this far, leave a like, maybe subscribe. Let's talk about it. So this was a very good episode. Every episode is very good, but we get to see more of a look now into Frieren and a little bit of how she's changed. Well, first of all, Signs, he stood with them for a little bit, but then, he helped to mediate their little argument they had. I think that he went his separate ways, not necessarily because he wanted to leave, but he wanted to find his friend more. And I'm sure that he has in mind that he's going to see them later, and that's what they said. They both said, it wasn't necessarily a goodbye. It was more of a see you later, like take care sort of thing. So I'm sure we're going to see him again. And yeah, the rest of this episode, he's Fern got sick, and you get to see a little bit as into how like Frieren thinks about Fern and Stark, and in general, the younger ones, and like, but really Fern, like, she sees how much Fern grows. She respects Fern, but as someone who's not really good with like emotions and like reading people and like uh being personable in that way, emotionally, like I don't know what the word would be, like savvy or available. She's a little awkward, they're all kind of socially awkward in their own way, I'm gonna be honest. But she still tries her best to comfort Fern, hold her hand, and you think the whole time it's like, oh, she kind of sees her as like, her surrogate kid, something like that. And she's just kind of trying to do whatever she can and what she knows will make her feel better. But then you see the flashback with Himmel, and he's like, hey, this is what I think he said this is what his mother used to do to him, when he wasn't feeling well. His line of saying like not just kids need support, like emotional support, stuff like that, rang true, and Frieren remembered that, and that's a big reason as to why she was still doing the hand holding with Fern, even though it was embarrassing. She knew that it made Fern feel better. Um, and I think that once Fern got the acknowledgement that, yeah, I know that you're not a child, but this is just my way of helping you. Don't take it that way. Fern's like, okay, cool. Again, you see like every episode how like her time with that group, but especially Himmel, really just like helped to mold the kind of person that she is now. She's so much more open to like learning about the people that she's with and enjoying her friends, enjoying her time with her friends. As someone who lives for thousands of years, to be able to have these moments in time that she would have deemed insignificant be so significant as her time with, her old crew, the 10 years that she spent with the heroes who defeated the Demon King, that whole group. And now she's making new memories and having, a good time enjoying life with her friends. It's so interesting because, I don't know, I can only speak for myself, but we've all had that conversation. Or, like I said, I've had that conversation or had that thought, if you could live for like 1,000 years, would you? And for her, that's a reality. And so many people that she comes to meet in this world, because there's not too many people that are elves left that have quite that long of a lifespan. All these people that she meets, what would be a significant amount of time, like 50 years, 70 years, 80 years for us, is like a blink for her. And I'm sure it must be so difficult, or must have been so difficult going through life for the certain amount of time that she had, by herself once Flam passed away. Because she had Flam as a friend. She had her village, of course, like her people, until they got slaughtered. But yeah, it must be tough to meet people and go about life. And it's tough to build that emotional connection, but maybe that's also like a defense mechanism, because not everybody's going to live as long as you live. So maybe that's just why she's so closed off. But I think after her time with Himmel and Ison Hater, I think she's come to realize that, like, no, it's important for me to still enjoy my time with these people. I'd be doing a disservice to myself and these other people if I didn't at least try to enjoy this and get to really see what it means to like have bonds with people, have friends, have memories. And yeah, I think it's for the best. But we're gonna see what happens in the next episode. If there's anything I missed, y'all let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all then. Peace.